you guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming this weekend to be with me. So happy weekend. Today I wanted to do a video about how to look sporty and fabulous. I have gotten so many compliments all my life about my skin and how I take care of my skin and how my makeup looks on my skin. So today I thought about putting together a makeup look and a skincare routine that would showcase a glowy skin, a glowy complexion, a glam look that is very appropriate for any fabulous woman over a certain age, because I don't think that this makeup is just for women over 40. I think it really goes really well with just anyone. Even if you have an oily complexion, one of the things that identifies your age range is just having a very crepey or very sort of dry complexion. So it's so important to really just bathe yourself in moisturizer. And if you guys are interested in the skincare routine that I currently use to keep my skin moisturized and anti-aged and wrinkle-free, even though I do have, you know, a couple of things here and there, make sure to leave a comment down below, and you know, I would be open to doing a video for you guys with all of the skincare products that I use on my next video. So just like I said, for today I'm gonna keep it very nice, light, and fun and easy to do. This is not a makeup look that is hard at all, but it's just basically just showcasing a really nice glass looking type of skin, and using products that are not gonna over dry you throughout the day. So stay with me, stay tuned, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, so my skin has already been prepped with the appropriate products. Basically what I did was that I washed my face. I then went in with a moisturizer that already has SPF 35 in it, and that is from Mary Kay. And then after that, I went in and I put in a little bit of eye cream under my eyes, and just call it a day. It was really easy in the morning. I just keep it very simple. So I'm gonna start with the first step that I usually use to achieve a very glowy complexion. So you always want to use products that are, you know, either whether they're pore minimizing or not, you don't want them to be too matte. And again, I know that if you have an oily complexion, you want to modify certain things. So there are products that you can utilize on the certain areas of your face where you mostly produce the most amount of oil. So you would always want to apply those products on, for example, like the T-zone. So for me, particularly, I have a very, very dry complexion. So I'm gonna go in for today using the Becca Becca Backlight Priming Filter, which is this one right here. I'm going to go ahead and apply all of this all over my face. And this product has like an luminosity. If you see it, it has like a little bit of an luminosity to it, which I love. So we've applied that already. And the next step that I like to do before I apply my foundation, you may want to find a setting spray that has a dewy finish. I ended up using the Milani Make It Dewy setting spray, and I'm going to spray my beauty blender with it. So the beauty blender, you want it to be damped. And then one of my favorite foundations since forever has been the Mary Kay Timewise Luminous Wear Liquid Foundation. This is what it looks like. I'm almost out of it. I need to order a little bit more. I use Beige too on me. And what we are gonna do today, just again, for the sake of keeping it, you know, in that glowy, luminous, beautiful glass finish, you wanna apply the product onto your hand. So this is what it looks like. And then I'm gonna go back in with the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Liquid. This is an actual illuminator. So you just want a little tiny drop of it. On that foundation. And then we're going to mix it up. And then let's go ahead and apply that to our face. And I make sure that I take everything and transfer it to my face. So with that dewy beauty blender, with that damp beauty blender, we're going to go ahead and start dabbing the product onto the face. Distributing the product all over. This foundation is so beautiful, you guys. It really lasts all day. It's a true and true tested, that works type of foundation. I mean, I have tried so many foundations in my entire life, and this is honestly the best of the best. And even when I try other foundations, I always come back to my Mary Kay. It's just, there's just something about it that I just have not found that type of formula in any other product whatsoever that I have seen in the market. And I know that there's some great ones out there. I mean, there's a bunch of other ones that I like to try, that I use, that are beautiful too. But if you want to, you know, something that looks very natural and very just skin, like skin on skin, the Mary Kay foundation always works amazing, at least for me. I think that's pretty good. We start seeing already that glow on the skin. And I know some people don't like to look shiny, and that's okay. We're going to mattify a few areas afterwards, but you still are gonna look so very, you know, glowy from within, which is the look that I would like to achieve for today for you guys. Next, we're going to go in and we're going to conceal. And as always, I'm gonna use, well, not as always, but in my last couple of videos, I've used these two, and I've showed you that these are phenomenal. We're going to conceal a little bit of under eye circles and a little bit of discoloration under the eyes and any other little area that you feel needs a little bit of concealing. I have Mother Nature showing up over here, so we're going to conceal that too. A little bit on the lines here. Bring a little bit of light in this area. And we're gonna go back in with the same beauty blender. We're not going to spray any more of that dewy finish, setting spray, because the beauty blender is already damped enough. And the key to looking over 40 and fabulous is, you guys, literally less is more. So I see all these videos on Instagram and on YouTube where women are just like packing all this product and powder over powder and just so cakey, and that just does not work after a certain age. If you're young and you have flawless skin, go for it, but not over 40. I wouldn't recommend it. So all of the products that I'm using from Mary Kay, by the way, they're all anti-aging, which I love. This is not sponsored. I'm a big lover of Mary Kay, and there's a bunch of other products that I use outside of Mary Kay that I think are great too. But just for some reason, when I know that I want to go back to something that truly works, for some reason I always go back to Mary Kay because it is tested for me and it has always worked. It has never failed me. And it's where I get the most amount of comments whenever I apply, you know, just skincare products from Mary Kay. The makeup, maybe not so much. If you want something kind of lighter, go for Mary Kay makeup. The payoff is not that huge because, again, it's mineral makeup, which is great for you. But, you know, if you want something a little more like, you know, having a little bit more color pigmentation and things like that, then you have to stay outside of the brand for color choices. So I already did my first product, and that product was actually the Corrector. So I'm gonna go in now with the actual concealer, and this is in light beige. I'm gonna go back to the same areas that I just touched. A little bit goes a long way. Actually, I just applied the same product. Sorry, let me go back. By mistake, I applied the same corrector. So I'm just gonna do the concealer over it. I have enough there to work for any other area that I have on my face that has discoloration and I wanna fix. As you saw, I didn't do that whole triangle thing that most people do. Don't get me wrong, that works too. And if you don't have a lot of under eye wrinkles, that should work as well. But like, again, you know, I happen to have a little bit, so I do a little bit because it's what works better for me. And then I transfer whatever's, you know, left over on the beauty blender. I transfer that up to my under eye, sorry, to my lid area. And then on the side of the nose, on my chin, on the smile lines, and then here on the forehead, because you want to bring luminosity to that area too. Okay? How are we looking? At least a little more even now. Okay, so we're done with the concealing part, and now we are going to start the makeup process. We're going to do a little bit of contouring. It's not gonna be like hardcore contouring or anything like that. It's just gonna be warming up the face. And I'm going to use this brush from Smashbox. Is an angled brush. I'm not sure if it has a name. Does it? No name. It's an angled brush. And I'm gonna be using the Sun-Kissed Fair Skin Bronzer by Makeup Geek. So just again, use the product around the perimeters of your face. My little one's playing in the other room and watching some musicals. And then again, you want to warm up the entire perimeter of the face. The jawline. Oh, he's playing with trucks. Trucks are his favorite, newest toy. And then if you want to contour the nose just a tad bit too, you can. So I'm just gonna go back in a little bit. And I'm gonna bring that to the outer edge of the nose. That little tip. I have a funny nose. I have like a happy trail kind of nose. So it's kind of hard to do contouring on my nose, I think. Then I'm gonna go back with the same brush, kind of like to diffuse all those harsh lines and blend them well. It kind of disappears. And then I go back with the beauty blender and touch in the middle and on the sides. Just making sure that that looks even. So if you want to warm up just a tad bit more, you can always use a bigger brush. Let me see, I'm gonna use just a tad bit of this. I want to use this brush that's like slanted, and it's actually a blush brush, but just because I would like a little bit more bronzing on the face. Very, very lightly. I'm gonna go back in now with this other bronzer. It's called Hot and Heavy Face Powder. I forget the guy's name, it's Patrick something, but this one is, he collaborated, he's Patrick Starrr, and he collaborated with MAC and created this one. I love this product, it's so beautiful because it has like a glow in the bronzer, so you just need a little bit. I'm gonna use the same brush for powder. Oh, somebody's coming. Very little, because it does have a glow to it, okay? Sí, mi amor. So for the sake of time, I had to go and take care of mommy duties. Someone had a little accident, and I took care of my brows already. So I just found a lady that does brow threading here in the Estero area, in the Naples, Fort Myers Estero area, and I was really, really pleased and happy that finally I found someone who does that. So she did my brows and upper lip, and I think they came out pretty nice. What do you guys think? Tell me if they match my frame. So I'm gonna go in now with the Mary Kay brow gel to make sure that I keep these babies in place. And I also went to Walgreens yesterday, and I purchased a new brow defining pencil because I ran out of my Mary Kay one, and I had run out of the one before, and this is, for some reason, I purchased a different color, but it's not bad, right? So I bought it in dark blonde. The one that I had been using before is called Light Brunette, but it's not too different. It's not that different in color, so I kind of like it. I'm gonna see how the finished look ends up coming out. Oh my goodness, where was I? You know, this whole thing of recording and doing my filming when he's awake is really hard, because obviously I'm gonna have some interruptions and he's gonna have some needs. So I hope you guys don't mind, because it's just my life. So let's keep going and try and get on with this and finish it as fast as we can so I don't bore you guys. So we're gonna prime the eyes with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion Anti-Aging. I want to use today a different eyeshadow palette. This was the eyeshadow palette that I used for my wedding in France. It's by Tarte, and is the Aspen Ovard collaboration. This is a limited edition one. It is such a beautiful, beautiful palette. You know, it's full of really, really natural colors. And for the sake of today, I'm gonna keep it very simple, very, you know, easy to do. So we're gonna go in using the transition color High School Sweetheart, which is this one right here, and this is certainly the one that I used for my wedding. I wanted to keep it very, very natural and very daytime appropriate type of makeup. So one of the things about doing your eyes, your eyelids, whenever you're above the age of 40 is that, you know, as we do age, our skin certainly changes. The skin, especially on, you know, on the eyelid area, just starts sagging a little bit, unfortunately. And, you know, there's all this saying that, you know, women over 40 should only be using matte colors. but I don't agree with that. I think it's not about using matte or shimmery colors, it's about the placement of the shadows. So if you apply it in the appropriate area, it certainly opens up the eyes. It gives the eye a really nice and fresh and awakened type of look. So you always want to do a matte color on your crease area. That is 100% the number one ingredient for a successful, really beautiful, natural, and at the same time young kind of look. So again, wiping motions, and do that to the crease, which is the middle of the eye. Then we're gonna go in with one of these more flat type of brushes, and this is where I'm gonna possibly apply some of the shimmer. So let's go for a little bit of Heart of Gold, which is this beautiful color right here. And we're going to apply this only on the lid. Only on the lid. Oh, by the way, this palette smells so good. Oh, it smells like, I don't know if it's a combination of vanilla and chocolate. It just smells sweet. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful palette. And the colors just blend so effortless. So, my kid is having a lot of fun. I would just then go back in with a little bit of this highlighting color up here, which is called Endless Summer. And I'm gonna apply this one with my finger. So I'm just gonna transfer a little bit on the finger, and then I'm gonna apply it to the middle of my eye, right in the middle of the lid. Ian, ¿qué pasa, mi niña? ¿Quieres strawberries? ¿Quieres the strawberries?
Yeah.
¿Quieres fresita?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold, please. Oh my goodness, maybe today I'll get to finish this video for you guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, so he wanted fruit. I had some fruit. Let's get on with this. So I'm gonna do a very light, liner with my with powder instead of with pencil this time around. I'm gonna use this slanted brush by Smashbox also. I'm gonna pick up this color, which is Road Trip, the brown one right here, darkest brown. And then we're gonna just run that through the lash line. And this is just kind of going to create a base for your lashes. And you know, this actually works too if you wanted to wet the brush. Actually, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna wet the brush a little bit with some setting spray and pick up on the color, and then that way, it's almost like if you're applying liner, like actual liner. But it'll be a lot more diffused and a lot more natural looking. Okay. Great, and then you can do the same thing. I'm just gonna retouch here just to let a little bit in case there's any fallout. And then with the same brush, I'm gonna do the bottom lash. And you can smoke it out a little bit more if you wanted to. Let's bring a little bit of illumination to the eyes. And it looks kind of weird now because I don't have any lashes or anything, but that same Endless Summer color, we're gonna bring it into the inner corner. And this is actually not my favorite brush to apply this with. So let me grab my favorite brush for that. This one. Someone else is coming again for more strawberries. Maybe not. Ian, ¿qué haces? ¿Cómo? ¿Cómo? Leche. Si ya tomaste leche. And then we're gonna do the brow bone area. I knew that something was missing. ¿Quieres leche o quieres strawberry? ¿Quieres leche o strawberry? ¿Qué quieres? ¿Qué quieres, Ian? Okay, ya va. So for the brow bone, I'm going to use Brilliance, which is this color right here. It is so pretty. And we're just going to apply it under the brow bone area. Oh, this color is beautiful. It has like an iridescent pink undertone. And again, you don't want to do it all the way to where you did your crease. You just want to accentuate right under that brow bone. So when the light hits it, you see? Boom, 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 boom. It's perfect. And then more light to that corner. And forgive me, I love shimmer and I love glitter, and I don't have a light hand when it comes to applying shadows or glitter or highlight. But I think this is pretty good. Okay, so we are done with the eyes. You could do more if you wanted to. You could actually accentuate the very inner corner of the eyes if you wanted to. Just for the sake of keeping it very nice and light, I'm just gonna leave it here because the accent of this makeup look is gonna be my lips, which I wanted to use Mambo, this beautiful color that I had mentioned to you guys about last video. And this is from Marlena from Makeup Geek. So let me finish the eyes with applying, by applying some mascara, because I will be applying some falsies. I'm just gonna go in and do the mascara, but if I were to not wear any falsies, then I would go in with some primer on the lashes and then some mascara. I love the mirror in this palette. It's so nice and big, and you see everything so perfect. This is a perfect palette to go traveling. So I'm going to use a brand new set of lashes that I got yesterday at Walgreens. These are the Kiss Lash Couture Faux Mink collection. These are number 67, 757, like mink only better. These are new. I love them. They're so nice and wispy. So I'm excited about trying out these. And then I'm also going to try a brand new glue. This one's called Eye Glue Premium Stripe Lash Adhesive. Hopefully these will do the job pretty well. Wow, these are really nice. So first you position it in the middle of your lash line, and then you attach the corners. Outside corner first, then the inner. These are so cool. All right, I like it. All right, you guys, these lashes are a hit. I love them. They're so wispy, they're so well made, and they're so comfortable, and they're drugstore. They were like under $6. I love it. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the cheeks. We are going to stay within the palette. I'm going to use this color right here. It is called Made You Blush. What a pretty name. I love this palette so much, you guys. I hope you're able to find it because I know that it's a limited edition, but it just has the perfect colors for every day. So we are going to be using that same blush brush before from It Cosmetics. And we're gonna begin by just applying the blush on the apples of your cheeks. And this is where that whole glass glow from within process is going to continue on, because we began it with our skincare. This is so pretty and so subtle. And again, this is the makeup that I used for my wedding, and it was fantastic, guys. And then next we're going to do the highlighting part. So this is where you could go either really light and very subtle, or you could go, you know, a little strong-handed like I usually do. But you know, for the sake of keeping it again into that 40 and fabulous, we're gonna kind of keep it down a little bit, because again, as we get older, our skin is not the same. My skin, thankfully, you know, I keep it pretty decent. I know that in a few years from now I might not be able to use a lot of highlighter. I'm so sad. But for the time being, you know, and I am over 40, I do love it, and I do like how it looks, so it's not too bad. So what you can do is, with the Beauty Blender, you can go into the highlighter. I'm going to use the one on the palette as well. This one's called Pure Soul. What a pretty name. And I'm just going to kind of dab the color into the Beauty Blender, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start just dabbing into my cheekbone. I mean, look at that beautiful glow from within. It really does look like it's from within. This one doesn't even have highlighter yet. This one does. So we just want to use it in the highest points of our cheekbones. And we don't want to drag, we just want to dab. I used a little bit on the tip of my nose, and then on the bridge of the nose. And then you can also do a little bit here and here, because this is also a high point where the light usually hits. Some people like to do the middle of the forehead and the chin. I'm gonna only do the chin a little bit. And then a little bit up here in the Cupid's bow area also, so that your lips look very protruding. And I've seen a lot of people do like really strong upper lip area, but I keep it very light. Personally, for me, I like it. My kid is very vocal today. He's having a lot of fun playing with his drugs. This lash does not want to behave. Come on down, baby girl. I mean, you could literally, with the finger, you can just go like this. And just the tip of the nose. Okay. And we're gonna go in and move on to do the lips. This is best favorite lip liner in the drugstore. This is from Milani in color Nude. I mean, I use it all the time. We're gonna line our lips. Also, ladies or gentlemen, as we mature, our lips do get thinner, they thin out. So it's recommended that we use more natural color lipsticks and a lot of lip gloss, so that our lips look fuller and, you know, more voluptuous and meaty. I feel that you could wear dark colors or like reds and berries and things of the sort, as long as you don't choose a color that is too matte, right? You want to keep a color that's like a cream texture, a sheer texture, or a lip gloss type of lipstick. Today I'm going to use a matte lipstick, but I'm going to dab a little bit of gloss. So we're gonna go in with the star of the show. This is Mambo from Makeup Geek, and this is a very, it's like a lip stain. It's a cream lip stain, and it is very matte, but it's not too drying. But after a while, you do want to kind of maybe apply a little bit of, I'm gonna give you my tip on what I do, and then if you guys like that, you can always do that, because I also like that matte lip finish. Boom. Okay, so key steps before you do use a matte lip. You want to always exfoliate your lips so that any dead skin is totally gone before you apply that matte lip. So this lipstick, I love it the way that it looks. I can sustain it for, you know, some time. But what I personally like to do when the lipstick itself is a little bit too matte is I like to use a little bit of balm over it. Not too much. It's just to keep it a little moisturized without giving it that, you know, brilliance that the lip gloss might be able to add on to it. So just dab a tad bit like that and apply it to the inside and middle of the lip only. And that's also going to give it a little bit of luminosity, almost making the lips, as you can see, open up and, you know, catch the light and catch attention. Making them look fuller. Right? How does that look? All right, and then the finishing touch, you guys, is to wear a little bit of setting powder. So I had mentioned a few times in my other videos that I personally do not wear a lot of powder. If I do, it has to be some sort of shimmering or not shimmering, but you know, there has to be some sort of luminosity to the powder. This one from Hourglass, it's a dream. It's a dream. It's so beautiful. It does give, you know, it does set, and it does give a little bit of, let me just apply it so you see what I'm talking about. So you could, there is a technique where you could literally just dab the product, right, with the beauty blender. But for the sake of today, I just want to do very light strokes with my brush. And this is from Sonia Kashuk. You can get this one in Target. So just apply, you know, the product, and as you can see, there's a lot of product in there. So just make sure that you tap the excess. And very light-handedly apply to the areas where you see a little bit too much shine. So this is gonna blend everything together really beautifully, kind of even out if there's too much luminosity somewhere, or where there is lack of luminosity somewhere. It's just going to even out everything for you. Little bit lightly under the eyes. Smells good too. I do it on the side, right? This is like the T-zone area, which is usually the area that will get oily throughout the day. And this is just, you know, the rest of whatever's on the brush. Just even it all out, distribute it all around the skin. And that's it, you guys. That's all I do. So now, finishing touch, you want to use your spray, your setting spray. This is a Luminous spray. So this is gonna allow for all of these products and all of these powders and everything to just melt together as one. It's just gonna be a beautiful, you know, blending of colors and textures, and your skin is gonna look A+. And after that, of course, all right. Oh my God, this makeup looks stunning. I loved how it came out. How do you guys like it? All right, you guys, so this is the finished makeup look. I hope everyone loved the way that this came out, because I love it. And it is so easy to do, and it doesn't take a long time at all, but it just leaves your skin looking so beautiful, so glowy, like glass, literally. And you know, as you go throughout the day, you can always, you know, touch up with a little bit of powder. You could just like I said, with one of these are like, you know, old but good. Like, you can always just dab a tad bit and just, you know, touch on those areas where you feel like you're way too luminous, to kind of like tone it down. But I mean, I'm in love. I'm totally in love. It helps anyone above the age of 40 just look beautiful and much younger than their age. Please comment down below if you would like to see a skincare routine to achieve this 40 and fabulous makeup look. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure that you put a thumbs up to it. Leave me comments down below. Make sure that you subscribe so that you never miss out on some of the videos that I put up together for you guys. And I hope you're having a great weekend. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you next week. So, sorry about that. ¿Qué quieres, mi amor? ¿Qué quieres? ¿Qué quieres?
Dale.
¿Qué es eso?
Dale.
¿Qué es eso? ¿Hiciste caquita? ¿Tú te hiciste caquita?
Dale.
¿Qué es eso, mi amor?
Dale.
Ok, vamos a buscarlo. Ok,
Yeah.
please hold.
Mamá.
Somebody
Mamá.
did poopy. Sí, mi amor. Sí, mi amor. Ya vamos. Ahora vamos.
Dale.
Ok. Yo. Ian. Okay, so next step is to prime the eyes. Uh-oh. Hold, please. Goodness, he's bringing me the strawberries again. Hola, mi amor. ¿Quieres más fresa? Ven acá, mira, recógele esto, mamá, que se lo tumbaste. Gracias, mi vida, eres lo máximo. Eres lo máximo. Coge, coge. Ok, qué rico. Fresa. Fresa. Oh my goodness. Maybe, wait a minute. Just had strawberries. Hold, please.